Following the execution of a search warrant, the Calgary Police Service has charged 2 individuals and seized a number of drugs and weapons. On Tuesday, February 3rd, 2015, a CDSA search warrant was executed at a residence in the 1200 block of 17th Avenue Southwest. The following items were seized as a result: 20.6 grams of crack cocaine, 15.4 grams of marijuana, a machete, an Airsoft Uzi and an Airsoft Thompson submachine gun, $8,050 in Canadian cash, weigh scales, and 3 phones. As a result, Selwyn Marcus Caine, 30, of Calgary, is charged with 1 count, each of possession of a weapon dangerous for the purpose, possession of cocaine, crack for the purpose, possession of marijuana, trafficking in cocaine, and 2 counts of possession of property obtained in crime. Also charged, Djambou Teddy Wemini, 24, of Calgary, is charged with 1 count each of possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, possession of cocaine for a purpose, possession of property obtained by crime, and possession of marijuana. Both the accused are scheduled to appear in court in Calgary on Wednesday, February 11th, 2015. I am available for questions now.
Is there any connection with this seizure to the organized crime group that we've been hearing of in recent weeks from the Calgary Police Service?
The individuals that were charged this week, we do not believe are connected to the recent violence that we have seen in Calgary.
Are they connected to organized crime at all?
I think any time that we have individuals selling drugs and in possession of weapons, as you see before you, you could say are associated to organized crime. Drug trafficking is organized crime.
But are they directly linked? I mean, are they members of the group? Are they operating this group?
We're still investigating that, and we are liaising with other law enforcement agencies in Eastern Canada in regards to that.
So this, I mean, the amount of drugs is relatively low compared to other releases we've seen. Can you speak to that?
Sure. Well, this is a snapshot of their activity for that day. This is what's seized in that residence during that time. What concerns us is the possession of the weapons you see before you. And even though those are replica guns, they do place the public and officers at a great deal of risk. The search warrants were executed in a residential area that has a high traffic flow of pedestrians, and it concerns us when individuals are possessing these.
So do you think, as you said, this was sort of a snapshot for one day, would there have been more drugs passing through? Or?
Well, I don't want to speculate, but this is a snapshot for their day. So we know through our investigation that these individuals were dealing drugs in this area. We also know through our investigation that one of the individuals charged had been seen in an open source video that provided evidence that the police used in relation to generating the evidence required for a search warrant.
What was he seen doing?
The video provides evidence of activity that places the public at risk, and I say it is an open source video, and because this is before the courts, I can't go into the specifics of their activity in the video.
So were they using, was this house that you raided, was it being used as a drug stash? Were they dealing from the house? Did that individual?
The search warrant at the time led us to these individuals, and they were in the residence when these items were seized.
Do you allege they were dealing drugs out of this residence?
We believe that drugs were being dealt from this apartment building.
It looks like the cocaine or the crack is in its fairly pure form, big bricks of it there, or smaller bricks I should say. How close do you think these individuals are to a source of these drugs or of this illicit material?
Yeah, I don't want to speculate. Our investigation is continuing, even though charges have been laid.
Despite these being replicas, are they hard to get a hold of, something that's that genuine looking, or is this something you can get off the internet pretty easily?
Yeah, unfortunately, these guns are available, and as you can see, to an officer or a member of the public, they do look extremely real and are treated as real.
Are these in stores in Calgary, or is it just simply ordered from the States or something like that
I don't have the exact origin of these guns, but guns such as this are available.
Are these guys known to you? Two guys arrested?
The individuals that were charged were under investigation for a couple of months
For this?
for these
this
offenses.
operation?
For this, yeah,
Were they
this
known to you
investigation.
previously?
Sorry?
Were they known to you previously?
As I said, we are conducting the investigation still, even though charges have been laid, and we are in touch with other law enforcement agencies in Canada.
Can anyone just buy one of these? You just need money, that's it? One of these airsoft rifles?
Right, you don't require a firearms certificate or anything like that.
Just money?
So you said you were in touch with other law enforcement agencies. Are they originally from elsewhere?
We're investigating that these individuals have ties to the province of Ontario and Quebec.
Any other questions?
Were they known in those provinces as well? Can you say?
As the investigation is continuing and this is before the courts, that's all I can say at this time.
Are they still in custody?
The next court date is February 11th, and through my investigators, they have been released on a recognizance order.
Do you have conditions that you know about?
Yes, they were released with conditions, and those are available through the courts.
Is anyone else being looked at as possible suspects, other charges to be laid?
The investigation's continuing, and if additional charges are laid, we'll be bringing those forward to the media.